This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. More from the F&M convention recently appointed Senator Michaela Barnett Ellis, making sure her voice is heard as she advocates for the criminalization of marital rape. Speaking during the opening session of the Free National Movement Convention, the senator passionately expressed that she would not let this issue rest.
We are fighting for equal protection under the law. We are fighting against discrimination based on sex. We are fighting for the right not to be violated, the right to determine our actions, the right to be a separate individual. These are fundamental human rights. Domestic violence cases are on the rise. This F&M parliamentarian will continue to push this brand new government to do the right thing and expressly criminalize marital rape. We need strong legislation with real penalties to send the message that violence against women is unacceptable.
Senator Barnett Ellis criticized the government's handling of the issue of marital rape, saying the country needs more than a lukewarm, lackluster, we shall see approach.
The current definition of rape gives the impression that in the Bahamas, we believe that women, wives, do not deserve to have control over their bodies. They don't have a fundamental right to say no. I hope this is untrue. Bahamian women are equal to men in duties and obligations, and we cannot accept in 2022 distinctions between sexes, which, quite frankly, most countries have already done away with.
Senator Barnett Ellis urged that this issue must not be put aside for more pressing matters. Now, recently, Prime Minister Philip Davis has gone on record to say that marital rape is wrong, and the government will move to enact into the law the recommendations stemming from the Ministry of Social Services on gender inequalities and marital rape. According to the PM, the issue could be dealt with during the current Davis administration. A red letter day here in the Bahamas as the Lynden Pinling International Airport becomes the first international airport ever to offer the TSA PreCheck program. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation Chester Cooper was on hand for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, describing it as a big deal for the partnership and friendship between the United States of America and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
As the first international destination for this program, this considerable milestone speaks positively to the benefits of our two countries working together to reinforce and prioritize matters of mutual global aviation security, safety, and traveler efficiencies, and other mutual benefits. We recognize that both our countries enjoy a long-standing relationship and reciprocity that sees mutual commercial, national security, and economic benefits due to our long-standing friendship, but also our proximity and the fact that we share a natural border.
U.S. Embassy Chargé d'Affaires Usha Pitts was also on hand and gives a basic rundown of what the PreCheck program will mean.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What does TSA PreCheck really mean in practical terms? And we can see it already over there. It means that U.S. citizens and Bahamians with dual citizenship can take advantage of TSA PreCheck to pass very, very quickly through the airport. And that, of course, makes the lines much shorter for all the rest of us. Right? So, yeah, so that is sort of, in a very practical terms, what it means. But there's a lot of greater significance to this, too. And that is the fact that Americans now know that they can go through TSA PreCheck in the Bahamas, unlike any other country, and move very, very quickly through the airport. So that will encourage American tourists to come here, which, of course, will help us recover the economy, which is critical right now.
DPM Cooper, in expressing his gratitude to the United States for this achievement, notes that it's a great opportunity given the millions of visitors that come to Bahamian shores. The ceremony was held at LPIA Thursday morning in Terminal C with a number of tourism officials present. Health officials reporting 2 days of COVID-19 infections. The Ministry of Health and Wellness releasing data for February 22nd and 23rd. A combined total of 24 infections, 10 confirmed on Tuesday, 14 on Wednesday. 20 of those cases on New Providence, 3 on Grand Bahama, and 1 case on Cat Island. Total cases in country now at 33,091. Now, health officials also noting that in its February 20th report, it was reported that there was 1 newly confirmed COVID-19 case on Long Island, increasing total confirmed cases there to 143. On the February 21st edition, another case was reported on Long Island, which should have increased the total confirmed COVID-19 cases to 144. However, the Ministry of Health advises that on February 21st, the additional newly confirmed COVID-19 case in Long Island was a newly confirmed case in Andros. Consequently, the total confirmed COVID-19 cases for Long Island stands at 143, and total cases in Andros stand at 375. The Ministry of Health and Wellness apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Now, as for active cases, that stands at 5,934. Hospitalizations have decreased significantly. 27 people are in hospital, 24 moderately ill, 3 in intensive care. Health officials also reporting 1 unfortunate COVID-19 death, a 74-year-old male of New Providence who died on February 17th. His death pushes the country's death toll to 771. And on the flip side, a total of 78 people recovered from the virus between Tuesday and Wednesday. Off the heels of the Bahamas loosening COVID-19 restrictions, officials at the Pan American Health Organization urging countries to constantly conduct risk assessments and adjust protocols as needed. This much coming from Director of Health Emergencies at PAHO, Dr. Ciro Ugarte.
And the countries are advised to assess and plan mass gatherings in general based on the epidemiologic situation and the health system's capacity to respond to COVID-19. Surges and increase of cases in locations or in the entire country. But there are different drivers and the risk tolerance of the communities and the economic impact that is something that we are seeing in many countries are also topics to be considered when a decision is being taken.
In order to properly assess the COVID-19 situation in country, Dr. Ugarte puts emphasis on the need for a well-functioning surveillance system and proper implementation of social measures. Dr. Ugarte went on to commend the Bahamas' COVID-19 measures.
In that regards, the Bahamas has been demonstrated that these measures have been taken in a careful way, and all the information that we receive and we are following, including, for example, the availability of tests to timely identify the new cases and also adjust those measures are considered okay. And the situation in general is that in the carnival, the activities are permitted with participants are aware of the requirements, and also that the participants adhere to the public health measures.
After COVID-19 restrictions were loosened on Sunday, Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Darville noted that COVID-19 positive cases continue to trend down, as do hospitalizations, and he is pleased that the country is at a point to return to some degree of normalcy. The University of the Bahamas announces its partnership with the University of South Carolina as it seeks to re-establish its College of Tourism, Hospitality, Culinary Arts, and Leisure Management, aka the COM. With this, University President Rodney Smith says the university is seeking to not only revitalize the now rebounding hospitality industry, but also provide new opportunities for the advancement of its students. President Smith also announced a partnership with the Small Island Sustainability Research Program that will now enable COM students at the university to engage in hydro and aquaponics research to better propel themselves and contribute to our nation's sustainability.
Today we are here for the re-establishment of what is now named the College of Tourism, Hospitality, Culinary Arts, and Leisure Management. We are calling it the COM for short, but it is our hope that through this college we can bring new innovation and fresh excitement to tourism and culinary arts in our country. At the start of my presidency, we truly began working on fleshing out the vision for a university system, inclusive of campuses, colleges, and centers of excellence. This college is now a part of that vision realized, and it will continue to grow and develop on our journey towards becoming a world-class institution. Here, not only will our students learn and perfect traditional and classical techniques and cuisines, but they will be culinary innovators and challenge the very definition of what Bahamian cuisine is. Today, I am excited to announce that our most recent Memorandum of Understanding has been signed with the University of South Carolina, UFOD, part of the University of South Carolina system, who are in the top 10 in the USA for hospitality and tourism management. Currently being built at the back of this complex is a facility for our new hydroponics system, which we are calling our food production hub. The partnership between this college and the Small Island Sustainability Research Program is one that we are indeed excited about. At the hub, we will grow lettuce, herbs, tomatoes, onions, peppers, and more. Phase 2 will see expansion to aquaponics. Over the last few years, successive governments have been keen to invest in sports, medical, festival, and the religious tourism. While our students will learn about these and engage in research to better understand how they can be successful in our islands and on which ones, we will also focus on types of tourism that bring even more varied types of tourists to our shores.
This development comes ahead of what UB Board Chairwoman Allison Maynard Gibson calls extensive new upgrades for all schools under UB's umbrella. Maynard Gibson says she doesn't want to preempt any, but there are plans in the pipeline for further expansion of the other specialty schools at UB, and UB President Rodney Smith will be making announcements in the coming weeks. Well, that does it for news this evening. Once again, I'm Tyler Simonet, and from all of us here at JCN News, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.